Hey guys, I thought I'd come on here for a little bit to talk about me a little bit. I know most of y'all don't really care because y'all probably don't even know who I am, but um, I grew up in we'll say, okay setting. I grew up with, I grew up with a lot of people. I grew up with my parents sometimes, and then I grew up with my aunt sometimes, and then I grew up with my grandparents a lot of times because they're the main ones that took care of me. They felt more like parents than my actual parents did. Um, but I'll get into that. Yeah. Um, uh, even where to even start? Start with my mother. My mother was a very loving mother. She actually was one of the parents that actually cared about me. Um, my dad, that's a different story. I know he did care about me, but he was always too drunk or something to actually give a two fucks about me. I mean, yeah. So, I went through a lot of stuff, I guess you could say, but I can start with my mom. My mom was a loving mother, and she actually did care about me. Um, she wasn't a very good worker, so she didn't hold many jobs in her life. My dad, on the other hand, he worked for like day labor and all these other construction companies. My dad was like a pipe fitter, so he get contract jobs and stuff if he can get them. And it was, I mean, it's work, I guess, but it's not permanent work. Everyone wants to have a job so they can take care of themselves, right? And I'm kind of in the same problem. So I can't find a job. So yeah, I am kind of like most likely like my parents. Yeah, I'm kind of like my mom and my dad at the same time. Um, where do I start? Growing up, it was not easy for me. I mean, I grew up, you know, I made it out and everything, so there's a disclaimer there. But where to start? Um, my parents are. My mom, she was mostly the good one. My dad, he was not so good. When he drank, he became violent, belligerent. Um, he's not the best dad, let's just say that. And in a way, I feel like I'm becoming him, which I don't want to become, but I don't know if it's genes or not. Y'all can let me know in the comments, though. But um, my mom was she was a decent parent. My dad, like I said, he was not. I would wake up at nights, probably in the middle of the night, most likely. Wake up to hearing my dad like smashing tables and stuff. and chasing my mom out of the house. Um, that was pretty much it. I mean, nothing really bad really happened. Well, I won't say nothing really bad never happened to me, but at the moment it was like I was like running for my life. It felt like because we had to exit the house in the middle of the night. Yeah, my dad was most likely he was drunk or he was in a blackout most likely, and my mom on the other hand she got drunk too. She drunk too, but she really got into like a blackout stage. I don't know if any of y'all know what blackout even means. It's like when you get so drunk, it's like boils into your head and stuff. It's like, yeah, I've even been through that. I'm working on being better. I'm trying to be better because I need to be. Um, yeah, but anyway, that's part of my parents' story. The next part is like looking at my parents on a different view. As I got older, we moved to a trailer park. Like, at first, we lived in League City, so that's where we lived at first. Second part is we lived in Well, I was born in Galveston. We lived in League City, and then we moved to Baytown, Texas. I don't know if y'all ever heard of the town or not. It probably not, most likely, because it's a small ass town. It's right near Houston, Texas. I know you are Houston. You can just look up Houston and see how many millions of people they got. Um, but um, anyway, the second part of this story is my dad when we moved to 1913. It used to be it was a trailer basically. We moved there because CPS was getting involved in my life. They were like moving me from house to house and stuff. It was very complicated. I almost got taken away at one point from CPS, and that's not a nice experience. I mean, I still remember it to this day. And I mean, people do stupid stuff, definitely. I ain't perfect by any means. My parents, though, well, that's a different story. I mean, um, but anyways, where was I? I was explaining my story. Yes. Um. So anyway, we moved to this trailer in Baytown. It was it was an okay place. The only problem was my dad became more aggressive when we was living there. I woke up one night, he pinned my mom to the floor, and he gave her a black eye. And there was nothing I could do because I was a kid. What was I gonna do? I was gonna beat my dad's ass or something. Um, yeah, and I still had that drilled into my brain. And then after that, he let her go. But I saw the black eye that my mom had. And I was very mad about that. Like I said, though, I was a kid. I couldn't do anything about it. I mean, I seen from my dad, I seen who he is as a person. He wasn't perfect, but he was still human. And he tried his best. And did any abuse come over me? Yes. I got beaten multiple times. I got cigarette. Hell, I got burnt with a cigarette mark on my hand, and probably people are wondering how do you take, how do you cope? I just take things one day at a time that I have to at this point because everything's worth living for. It depends on how you go through it. It's like you get you have bullying experience, which I had multiple bullying experiences too, especially in middle school. Well, not middle school, no, high school. Actually, I got people that made fun of me. It was like, "Oh, you're the quiet guy." Like, okay, yeah, I'm kind of quiet, but that don't make me a bad guy. I'm just a human being, for God's sake. I'd rather be quiet than overconfident. That's what I'll say to that. I'm like, all right, and I've gotten better. I do talk to people, but in high school, yeah, I was very quiet. I won't deny that. But like I said, people can change. Anyway, um, I thought it was important to get on here and maybe tell y'all a little bit about myself. Y'all watch it, that's good. If y'all don't, I don't. I mean, I don't really care at this point. But anyway, that's about it. See ya.